Zach's Screen of the Week, an overview of a timely stock screening strategy aimed at helping you produce more profitable investing results. PEG ratio versus PE. That is what we are screening for this week with Kevin Matris, our top stock screener, who's here with us once again to explain it all. Sounds interesting enough.
Right.
Is this like the Super Bowl of valuations in your mind, or what?
Yeah, you know, I always try to figure out how can I turn my title into a current event. So yeah, I figured I'd pick on the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But what's interesting though is this is probably more exciting than the Super Bowl for some.
Says you.
Yeah, but I think the PEG ratio versus the PE is a very cool topic. So let's take a look at the PEG ratio first. Take a look at the definition.
Let's do it.
PEG ratio is simply the PE ratio divided by the growth rate. So a value of 1 or less is generally considered good. You're either at par or undervalued. While a value of greater than 1 in general is not as good. So you are undervalued, all right? So here's a couple of examples. And again, it's important to know too, people like to look at the PEG because they do believe it tells a more complete story.
Okay.
So here's a few examples. A company with a PE ratio of 25 and a growth rate of 20 would have a PEG ratio of 1.25. So it's the PE divided by the growth rate. That gives you your PEG 1.25. Looking at the other example, a company with a PE ratio of 40 and a growth rate of 50 would have a PEG ratio of 0.8. So even though that PE ratio of 40 is higher, that actually has the better PEG ratio.
So is it me, or does this item go beyond the PE ratio?
It really does, because you're introducing that extra component to growth rate. So in general, an investor would look at the company with the lower PE ratio and deem that to be the better bargain. But if you really look at it, you can see that the PE doesn't justify itself because it is trading higher than the growth rate. So if you really want to dig down, you can see that the company with the higher PE ratio is really the better bargain because it's trading at a discount to its growth rate. It is more undervalued, and it should have more room to grow because of that higher growth rate. So if you really want to look at it, the lower the PEG ratio, the better the value, because the investor is paying less for each unit of growth.
And that's the takeaway.
That is the takeaway
From this piece. All right, well, if there is a screen, in fact, buried in here someplace, now would be time for the parameters.
Yeah, there is. So the screen starts off with looking for companies with a PEG ratio of less than 1. We're using the PE using the F1 estimate. We're dividing it by its F1 projected growth rate. This is a classic textbook setup. Next, we're looking at the average broker rating to be less than or equals to 1.5, so we want to make sure all the brokers are on board. And then we're applying the average broker rating change over the last 4 weeks to be greater than 0. This helps us find companies that have been recently upgraded.
Okay. And stocks that have come through the screen.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stocks. Here's 5 of them. You've got Avnet Inc., Peabody Energy, CSX Corp., Renea Sola, I think I'm mispronouncing that one, Renee Sola, and then Toronto Dominion Bank.
Do you own any?
I do have CSX.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
How'd that sneak in there?
Putting the old money where the mouth is again. That's what we like to see. Hey, if you want to take a look at a text version of this Screen of the Week for this week, go to our website, homepage, Zacks.com, scroll down that page until you see Kevin's picture, and the live link that's in a headline format right next to his picture, click on it. That'll take you right to this week's text version of the Screen of the Week. If you want to know more about the Research Wizard, the tool that Kevin uses to achieve all of these screens, Zacks.com/Research Wizard. You hear me say it all the time. That's the place to check. With Kevin Matris and the Screen of the Week, I'm Terry Ruffalo.